I think this is the update that a lot of flashcard users have been waiting for. The short version is that the NotebookLM team has made the flashcard decks almost fully editable. If that's not enough for you to kind of take it and run with it, let me walk you through the whole process. So first off, you go to notebooklm.google.com. You usually have to log in if you're not already logged into a Google account, and then you'll get to this page. You'll have to either create a new notebook or go into an existing notebook. I'll go into an existing one. The process is pretty much the same. Once you're in your notebook, you're going to add sources. You have to have at least one source added. Once you have a source added, you'll have to make sure that it is selected. If you have multiple sources, you have to have at least one source selected. You can have more than one. Once you're at that point, then your artifacts on the right side here will become available. And what we're talking about in this case is flashcards. And what you want to do is either just click on the flashcard button here, or click on the arrow if you want to customize. And within the customize window, you can set the number of cards, level of difficulty, and then you can put in a prompt to specify what you want the flashcards to be about, and then generate a deck. I already did this just to kind of play around with it and make sure it worked. So I'm going to go into this flashcard deck that I made, I don't know, about an hour ago, and I'll expand it so you can get a better view. So now what they've changed is the normal way that these work. You go in and then you have a question on the front. And this is, what's the literal Greek meaning of the word trigonometry? I think it's measuring triangles. Yeah, triangle measure. So, okay, so there's a question on the front, and then you try to answer it, and then you click it, and then it'll flip it over, and it'll give you the answer on the back. So if I come in here and I go onto the upper right and click the ellipsis, I can edit the flashcard. And I now have complete control to change either the question or the answer. And I can change any part of this. So it's like if I just wanted to delete that word, I can delete it, the word's gone. This doesn't really make a ton of sense, but this is more just to show you that I can edit any part of this. And same thing on the answer. Oops. Just use the keyboard on this. I can just go in here and I can edit this, and I can type in whatever. Like I can type anything I want in here, and then I can save it. And now this doesn't make any sense anymore, but it's just more the illustration. Like now all that is completely different and it's completely custom. I can do that on any card that I want. And I can also go to the same ellipsis here and I can add a new flashcard. So I can now come in here and it's a blank flashcard, blank on this side and blank on the other side. And I can add literally any question and answer that I want. So again, this doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's like if I wanted a flashcard, it's like, well, yeah, why not? I can also go through and any flashcard that I want, I can delete. So if I'm going through this later and I'm like, well, why'd I make this card? That was stupid. And I delete it. Gone. And I mean, you have the number up here and it's like which flashcard I'm on and then how many are in the deck. So if you notice that it went from 62 down to 61, and if you didn't notice it, it's 61 now and I don't want this card. So I delete it. And now it's 60. So what that does, like it's pretty simple. I mean, you really only have 3 new options: add a card, edit a card, delete a card. But what that does is it gives you full control over the entire deck. If you go through and you don't like this one, or just like the way this is laid out doesn't work for you, the way this is laid out doesn't work for you, you can just come in and edit it and then just put in a longer form question. And if you don't like the answer here, maybe this answer is too long, you can do the same thing. Just edit the answer and make it a shorter answer. You can add as many cards as you want. Well, there's probably an upper limit. I didn't actually go through and test that. I don't know what the upper limit is, but you can add, I'm sure, a lot of cards. I've seen people that have said they've had over 100 cards. I haven't had one that was that many. I just haven't had a need for it. But you can add cards up to whatever limit is in here. You can delete cards down to whatever size you want, etc. And then the old options are still here. So, I mean, you don't have to keep the order of the cards. You can shuffle them, you can download them. Once you go through everything, you can restart it and go back to the beginning. But, again, you now have, again, what I consider full editing control over your flashcard deck. So this is a pro account. You can see a little pro right here. Let me switch over to a plus account. Okay, so now this is a plus account. You can see a little plus here, and I'll go into, it's the same process. So create a notebook or go into an existing one, add sources, select sources, and then create a flashcard deck. I already did that here. So here is the deck that I made. We'll expand it, and same thing. So now plus account, same options, add flashcard, edit flashcard, delete flashcard. It works the same way, so I'm not going to go through that again. But this is just to show you that this isn't just for pro accounts. This works on a plus account. And then let me switch over to a free account. And now this is one of my free accounts. You see it doesn't have anything here. And go into a notebook. Again, same process, create a notebook, add sources, select sources, create deck. Already did this. Here is the deck that I created, and I'll expand this and click on the ellipsis. Same options, add flashcard, edit flashcard, delete flashcard. I don't have an Ultra account to test it on. It would be really weird to me if this worked on free, plus, and pro accounts, but not Ultra accounts, not the account where you pay the most money for. I'm going to assume that it works on Ultra accounts as well. But if it doesn't, I guess let me know and I'll update the video. But yeah, every account type seems to have this feature. And when they had the announcement post, it didn't say only these accounts like certain posts have. So my assumption is this works on every kind of account. So just really quick recap, the new NotebookLM feature du jour, it allows you to now, again, what I consider fully edit your flashcard decks. You can go into your flashcard deck and you can add new flashcards. You can edit existing flashcards, that is the questions and the answers, and then you can delete flashcards. These options were not available before. You're pretty much stuck with what it gave you, and there were a lot of kind of issues and challenges with that. But now you have these options. You can make your flashcard decks pretty much whatever you want. And yeah, I don't know. It's if you use flashcards, I think this is a really big deal. So get in there and try it out. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.